Hi, my name is Janelle, and I'm a thought healer. I want to talk to you about moving forward. It's the time of year where we're looking at making changes, New Year's resolutions, shifting things in our life. And often they last, those New Year's resolutions. If you're like me, they have lasted, I don't know, a week. If on a good year, a month. And you may be better than me. You may get them done. But there's some reason they're showing up for us. There's something we want to change. And there is a reason why that we're getting sabotaged and we're not carrying through with that. So I want to talk to you about some of the roots that cause us or sabotage our goals. It is about roots too, because we can work at the fringes. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to advance in my business. I'm really going to look for and build a meaningful and more healthy relationships. What is your goal? And those are great things, aren't they? But it's really frustrating when year after year, possibly you're not making it happen. It happens for a bit, but momentum is lost. There's something called energy, and that's the sabotaging part often in these goals that we make. There's a reason that the challenge exists. And if we're just focusing on the challenge and changing that, we're really not dealing with this root. And the root is the life force of the challenge, if you will. It's feeding it. It's the cause. So if I want to get rid of dandelions out of my yard, I can trim the part that sheds the love, the seeds, all summer long. Okay. Or I can get down to the root of the plant and dig that sucker up. Sometimes it's deep, pull that up, but then I'm done with that plant. It's done. Now there may be others to find, but that is done with that for that plant. So getting down to the root, where's the root for this? One of the places to look is fear. And what fear can have a guilt shame component. What caused that fear? Where's that coming from? Fear was put there to protect us. So when I was a little girl, so true story, and I would be leading horses. I'm just 4 or 5, and maybe even younger because I grew up with horses. They would step on your feet, and it hurts. There's a 1,200-pound animal on your little tootsies. Even though you're wearing boots, it's still just squishing the heck out of your toesies, and that hurts. And there's 2 ways I could have looked at this. Depending on the lens of a person at the time, I could have developed a real fear of horses because that hurts like a sucker and I'm just never going to get around them. So that's one. A fear says avoid, no way, I'm not, and it's protection. The other thing and the other lens or an experience that I could adopt is, wow, that hurts. Keep your feet out from under theirs. And learn to keep them out of your space and learn to read their body language. So if they're coming your way, you know how to get out of the way. So I learned. So that's what I chose. I later became a horse trainer and did a lot of riding and competing. And I learned how to manage my feet and their feet. No fear involved at all, just wisdom. But it could go either way. So when we're having and neither is, I'm not going to say one is better than the other. Okay, it's not a guilt shame discussion. It's just there's some choices of how we as little kiddos perceive and navigate different circumstances in our growing up years. So you can look back at your life and possibly see where there was an experience, an event, or a sequence events that may have been like that horse stepping on my feet. And you said, whoa, that is not healthy. Maybe you were bullied or, some sort of social trauma at school. And you're like, I can't, or shamed. You had something different about you. And so you felt shame about being this person, whatever that element could have been. Mine was in learning was I'm dyslexic and I struggled and I have an auditory processing disorder. So I pronounced words, which is crazy, was strange. I sounded funny. I read funny, and there's so many pieces there that I now understand. I won't go into that, but it's actually part of who I am as a gifted person and all this intuitive and healing and everything. At the time, I didn't get it though. And it caused me pain and shame. I was ashamed and the fear was the rejection and being seen as who I really was. So I created these personas. This is who I am. This is what's acceptable. fear related, but who is it really me? No, it wasn't really me. So that fear manifested as I didn't trust people to accept me as who I really am. And so do you really develop relationships built on trust? It was very difficult. And so I would pick and choose. And if I felt it was getting scary, I'd be out of there. And, and you could just see how that would create some patterns that weren't really supportive of my well-being necessarily, right? For really being, integrating, having successful friendships and so on. So to shift that, I had to find where did that fear come from? Fear, thank you. You were put there to protect me. But today, and I now look and I challenge you and encourage you to look at all the places you're successful. Say you're wanting to interact with people successfully. You're wanting to have that meaningful love relationship, successful relationship in your life, or a job promotion, but you're just somehow always overlooked. So what can you go back to and go, okay, this is what started. What's my fear? And look for the guilt shame piece. Where's my fear, guilt, shame? And don't judge it, but now go, what in my life am I successful at? And I get up in the morning, I am loving and I take care of my animals so well. And there's these positive absolutely. So what's your belief? What's your new belief? That belief at the time was, they will hurt me. Well, that was how you perceived it. But now you're ready for a shift. So a new belief and a new action that you're going to take or have the opportunity to take. Now, what's it feel like when you're already there? Take that to the next level. Take it to that kind of shift. What's it feel like to be in a relationship that respects you and you respect them? And this fear is gone. I am. So we're changing wording from I can't, I'm afraid, they will, because I'm already prejudging it. They will, this is how they're going to respond to I am, and what's your truth? If you need help getting this language sorted out for you and finding where are these beliefs, well, then reach out to us. That's what we do. At janell@janellray.com, send me an email and let's have a conversation, because that's what I do. I help mentor people, facilitate, let's find where those things are hidden so you can see them, shift them where you want them, and grow past and beyond what you thought you could in the first place. That's how we achieve New Year's resolutions, is we get down to that root. When that's healed, the problem ceases to exist. So I look forward to meeting you.